Hey, what is up, lads? Cass and Sakura out here back playing Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Well, in this episode we're going to be doing the class trial for Sakura, the friend of Asahina. We found her dead in 2 episodes ago in the very last minutes of that episode. And also last episode, we were investigating her body, and it was actually a pretty quick investigation, so yeah, I don't know if I read too fast or if that's how the wait was. So, anyways, let's get right into this episode, yeah? Whew, back again here. It wasn't even like a short break from here. Alright, let's go in, get this over with, and see who's the culprit for this classic case. Why did I call it classic? I don't know. Manakuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... oh! The ultimate martial artist, smiling. Oh. The locked room murder mystery. What? What the... oh! I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss it in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed!
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. Raw XD. Okay, this is just plain creepy.
Well?
How about the reverse?
Here!
No matter how great something is, if you put it in a sad face, it can make it look super negative.
Yes, indeed!
For example, do you have 100 friends crying about it? He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I
No,
can't
please,
wait!
get on the elevator. Oh, see you all there. Fucking dancing icons, man. Oh, what the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murders Sayaka. Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here? The person is one of us? I just realized how small the body count is for this one. Only 5 people. Well, 6 people including me. Whatever, man. Come on. It's time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator. With each step I took, I felt like I was moving farther and farther away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. I climbed into our steel prison in total silence. Oh, we watched the doors close. And it felt like it began its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. What's gonna be the theme this time for this court? Oh, what the fuck? This looks Egyptian, huh? Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault or all that's left. I do wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will this feel like come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. Oh, and so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Now I'm gonna take the risk on this one. Not gonna save. Do I have any more skills? Oh yeah, critical prediction. Got that from Hagakure. After finishing his thing, I believe. Let's take a look at the choose bullets. No, it's good. I'm finished. That's all. I don't know what the culprit is, and
Let's begin with a basic
Also,
explanation. If you can figure out who
I just
done
woke
it,
up
then
like
only
20
then I'll
minutes ago,
punish
so that's why I
everyone besides the blackened, and the
why
one that
my
deceived
voice
everyone else
sounds
will
kind of monotone.
graduate. Now then, where to begin?
I don't
We
know,
already know
man.
who did it.
Oh, Asahina's
Whoa,
on it again.
deja vu.
The one who killed
Nani?
Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
No.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid
saying your
excuses.
innocence. Yeah. Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. Let's see. Okay, let's see what she's on about now. What do I have? Her account only?
It was
Okay.
one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
Okay.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Let's sweet spot.
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Ooh,
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
is that all?
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Okay, so
That's
two
low.
weak spots.
That's about as low as you can get.
Alright, so two weak spots. I think it's Hayakure's.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you?
Because you hated her.
I don't think it would be.
That's the
No,
only
not
reason you
Byakuya,
have
it
for
was
accusing
Hina.
us?
Yeah. There you go.
No, it's wrong.
I need pancakes. I'm getting hungry now.
Another reason you suspect
Shit.
them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah.
Yee.
And that was right before she died. So
Yeah.
there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
About that. I don't know. I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Well, yeah. Does that mean one of them did it? Oh, what the? Oh, that. Now we're going to another one? I wouldn't say so because apparently all three of them didn't.
The
But I'd
fact
say
that Sakura
either.
wanted to meet with all three of them,
I would say either
There's no way that's
Toko
not
or
suspicious.
Hagakure would have done
one
it.
of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she
But-
wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't either.
Alright.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
I think this is the one,
Come on.
but
There's no way none of you went. At least one of you is
pocket trash
lying.
looks like the candy wrapper that we found on near Sakura's body.
The fact that Sakura, there's no way that one of you is.
I don't deny that I never went.
I didn't.
Same here.
There you go, bitch.
No, it's wrong.
Just putting logic after logic. It's the morning time. I can have a good brain.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember?
You remember
It
that,
was white
Hagakure?
with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we
What's
got
this?
into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy.
Okay, that's
So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
You're sure you didn't get it
I mean-
after you got it? Oh no.
yeah, sure I
before
got it
you
from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When?
Okay, there's that.
When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
No.
Yeah, so
Wait.
I must have got it sometime before then.
I don't think he would even meet with her. But what he said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. Oh, that would be because... Well, no, Sakura didn't love it. When Sakura got candy... I think this is
I got it!
Yeah!
I'm not sure about that, Hero.
Cheers.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office.
Oh, how
So
you
if that
stopped
was the last
boy.
time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean,
it.
what I meant was, oh, that's right!
Oh.
I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Okay, now you're switching
Sudden
around?
hostility.
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More of us.
It's not just
Hostility.
normal hostility! You're the real
It's
culprit!
life or death
I even
in this
have proof!
damn game.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message!
Oh, wait, shiny message? Oh, the fucking magazine
At
thing.
the scene of the crime,
Yeah.
she had written out Toko in her own blood,
Wait, but
right?
that doesn't make sense.
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did
I
it!
want to see
What are you saying? No way!
I'll talk about it
I didn't do
later,
it!
I guess.
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
It's because Sakura
Hero,
didn't have...
hold on.
her
When
fingers
did you
weren't
see that
bloody.
dying message of hers?
Oh,
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you
No.
recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was... Wait, where was it? Oh, it was on the magazine shelf.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the
Oh,
investigation.
then that's what Sakura would have been. Right next to Kyoko.
If that's true,
Shit.
then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense?
There goes your
What
shit,
doesn't
I'm
make
sure.
sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
In your damn world, man. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found a dying message during the investigation, in which case, it clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Hello, turning me up, right? Oh no, when he found it. Magazine dying message?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Oh,
When
it's
Ogre's
what?
body was discovered.
Okay.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
After
I found the
investigation?
magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Not really. He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. At the time, what was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the
I
dying
don't think this
message.
is the right truth.
When
though.
Ogre's body was discovered.
Can I do this? Nah, shit. Fuck.
Shoot!
One more time. I have 4 hearts left.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you it was only after the investigation I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
I think I have to
pulled it
copy
out,
that.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Now I could be talking out my ass
I
right
can tell
now,
you
but
exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
I might be lying to myself. Oh yes!
No, that's wrong.
Because it was in the magazine was on the magazine shelf upside
When
down.
Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby.
Yeah?
That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation.
True, true.
You weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
kind of matters.
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we
Vienna-
know who the killer
Read
is.
Vienna sausage. What are you
Toko!
on about now?
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
I guess he's talking about
Actually,
how
can we
blatant
even be
proof,
sure
I guess? I
Sakura
don't know.
wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
No. Without a doubt? No, I actually do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Her fingers weren't that bloody. Oh, we're going to a truth bullet, whatever thing.
Show me the proof. I'm at least
Okay.
30% right.
Okay. Oh wait, now you
The
realize.
occult is bullcrap.
Oh,
Give it a rest.
That's pretty bullcrap.
I'm at least 30%
Reload.
right.
God.
The occult is bullcrap.
Oh shit. Can you reload?
The end is nigh.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
Oh, that's not good.
The occult is bullcrap.
Oh, final strike.
Show me the proof.
No, not according to
This should
Yoga.
prove it.
That's a long ass sentence though. Shit.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Yeah.
What?
Shoot. How do you take that, hero?
Who did write it?
Hero could very well have written it himself.
Yeah,
That would
the
explain how he
suspicion
knew
falls
about the
back on
message
him.
in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Damn.
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
Oh, damn, Byakuya.
And when I got there,
Just checking, come on. And you know Hagakure. Sorry. Do you mind waiting? I asked a couple other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly,
okay.
I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape.
I mean, that kind of makes sense of something you were saying.
So of course I freaked out, and then
Oh, you
I saw
fucking
my
hit her
only
with a
chance.
fucking bottle.
I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Damn.
I
Oh,
hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
damn, son.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was
Yeah.
over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do
Wait.
something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote
True.
Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Wow,
Wow.
that's
That's what happened.
kind of bitchy.
Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death.
Ooh.
Death for the one that
Oh,
killed
shit.
Sakura.
Okay.
We're ready to vote now,
That's
right?
kinda
We
weird.
know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
I mean, if you remember the autopsy
There's
report she
one
gave,
thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
I think she's gonna bring it up.
And until we figure that part out, we can't
Oh.
consider the case closed.
Okay. I think she was talking about her double hit to her head. Oh shit. I mean, he said he only hit her once. And apparently Sakura was hit twice. Maybe, but why Toko? Why Toko? Well, it wouldn't be that strange for Toko to kill someone at random, right? She's a perfect fall girl. Oh. True. I don't think your suffering is over when you die. I want you to taste all the flavors of eternal pain. Anyway, that's not the point I was trying to make.
Shoot!
Damn it. I have 3 hearts now. Wait. Why didn't he use Sakura's? I think he did. I would choose
I
it.
got it!
Yeah!
That's true.
Have a heart now.
Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
True. That makes sense.
Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't
yeah?
see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
Revelations are opening.
I don't
boys.
think there's any question about that.
Then who was it?
If they went to the
Byakuya.
trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Oh yeah, it gotta be Toko. I mean, who don't want their own name?
It
Who
had
would
to
like
be
to see their
Toko,
own name written
right?
in blood?
Who else
There
would
you
want
go,
to hide the
Toko.
magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would
Coco?
I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right?
Oh, Toko, you're shifting
Hero
blame.
just admitted it.
You're shifting the blame.
I killed her.
No,
Damn it.
you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hero attacked Sakura with the bottle.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hero isn't the killer.
Yeah,
Can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
I
Hero.
believe it.
Tell us what happened one more time. If
I
we go
believe it.
through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Yeah.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us
Yes.
what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really
Yeah.
see why, but okay.
Come on, Hagakure. We haven't reached the end of our case just yet. Hero isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. Oh shit, turn up the heat, boys. Here goes. Oh shit, the yellow powder. 3 bullets.
I didn't want to, but I did.
Yeah?
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
From the
You
behind.
hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Just once. Oh, wait, that contradicts.
After the first swing, the bottle
contradicts
shattered.
this.
And
Apparently goes
She
2.
went limp.
Hit to the head.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer.
There's nothing else. Okay. I would say.
I grabbed him on a couple.
Where hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her and you only hit her.
just once.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
No,
Got it.
it's wrong.
Oh shit. Okay.
If Sakura died from Hero's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
True.
2?
That's
Yeah.
right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Putting it bluntly.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
Because she would have had
2
something else hit
wounds
her.
means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Yeah.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not
Yeah.
just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
True.
There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
They have chest pieces.
Once you understand
Shit.
that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
Wait. But why? What? No,
Think
the
back.
bottles.
After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
Yes.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
Sure.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
One broken
But
bottle.
originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
Oh,
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy.
bottles. Because I think it was there, right?
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
They all had chess pieces in them. There's a correlation between the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. The connection must be an object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Are we just gonna do this just for chess pieces? Oh. Yeah, chess piece. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Oh. Oh, damn. If the air. No, damn. Yeah. There you go. Oh, damn. Wait, no. Ah, I spelled it wrong. Where's the E? There we go.
Now I understand.
I did it. I did it.
That's
And,
it. The chess pieces.
Bless myself.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
Didn't the one that
And
was
the piece that
Monokuma
was inside the broken bottle we found was
wasn't that nice?
the knight,
Yeah.
if I remember.
Yeah.
So,
it was-
what's that matter?
I
They're all
guess
chess
you don't know
pieces.
too much
Yes.
about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the
I
rook,
actually like chess.
knight,
It's pretty
bishop,
cool.
and
Pretty
pawn.
cool strategy game.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Yeah. Go with the queen,
And
yo,
on the
though.
ground was the knight.
Go with the queen, yo.
So the queen is missing.
Yeah.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
Yeah.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, Shogi is way better.
What?
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's
Okay.
still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
You sure about
That
that?
bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
Why would you take a ball?
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
Come on.
How is it clear?
Think
Oh,
about
you
what
know.
state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Maybe. Wait, then the bottle that was missing must have been intact, I guess. No, that can't be right. Ah,
Shoot!
so it must have been the broken one. And I have 1 heart left. Damn it.
I got it!
Okay.
The bottle must have been broken,
Yes. Yes.
For sure.
because there was
the thing in the
evidence at the
bottle.
scene that
Or the
supports
thing
it.
on the ground. Oh, nope. There we go.
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
Oh. It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves it is. Something I figured out before. Ah, it's below it. Damn it, I think it's on the way in the bottom. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I got it!
There you go, I have 2 hearts
Earlier,
now.
Kyoko and I did a little experiment.
Yeah.
We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is
It's a different bottle, isn't it?
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Yeah. That would make sense.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But
There you
someone
go.
did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But
Yeah.
why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
I don't know, remove evidence?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Yeah. There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma ball is involved in this case. It must have been used by the second attacker, of
I
course.
got it! The bottle
There
that
you
was
go.
removed from the scene was
Make me
used the
focus.
second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given
Alright,
all
I
the
think we're
evidence,
having too
this
much
is the
time on
only
this.
possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow.
Alright.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Cool. Now we're putting it on
And
her,
there's
huh?
the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
True, it could have only been her for
Wait,
that.
I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but
Ooh, maybe you
but
may.
there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Wait, why are you going on
Shut up!
here?
Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus,
you
I
lying.
just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
Let's just
Right
step in.
after I got Ogre's note, I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So
Yeah.
I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Oh, why didn't you tell us earlier,
Pretty
mate?
soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I
Oh.
assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had
And why are you
disappeared.
calling Sakura
And you
Ogre?
just
Come
now
on.
decided to share that with us?
Exactly.
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
You
Someone
should get
tighten the
something like
screws on his brain. I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about.
that. I think
I
we
never
can
went in
only
the
be
rec room.
one place.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
I can... Okay.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous.
Come on, Toko, you know there's a place.
Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
You sure you're not the vermin? No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. And no element of what is this? No. Now we're doing another truth battle. Well, the battle, whatever. What's his
It's
new
a
element?
lie. I admit nothing.
Okay.
I hate you. I curse you.
Damn.
No.
Oh wait, no. You realize?
No. I admit nothing.
Oh god.
I curse you.
No, don't do this.
I curse you. It's a
Damn,
lie.
I gotta miss. I gotta reload, I mean.
That's enough.
Oh, that was easy.
That's enough.
The glass shards into the floor? No, it's... Like, shit. Wait, I have multiple? Oh, shit, the locker room! Damn it. The locker room thing.
It's a
Reload.
lie. I admit nothing. I
There
hate
you go.
you.
Come on.
I curse you.
Yeah, yes.
That's
You know,
enough.
the locker room handprint. There you go.
This should prove it.
Boom. Botch. That's how you do it. That's how you get it.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
Yeah.
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then,
Okay.
let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Why did you just smear it, Toko? Ah, there you go.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my
Ah,
handprint.
there you go. Now you...
She just straight up admitted it.
So did you, Hero.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Probably.
Straight up again.
Damn,
Wait.
Hero.
What do you mean, probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Yeah. Come on.
Now,
After I read Sakura's
After
note,
Byakuya
I
said,
decided
now
to go
she's
there
talking.
early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Yeah, okay.
Did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yeah. And I saw you write my name.
Oh,
I
look
saw
at
you
that.
forge her
Look at that.
dying
Look at this
message.
mechanical
Wow.
arm.
That's awkward.
So after he left, I
awkward,
jumped
you
out
know.
of the locker
Fuck.
and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you
Okay.
did, you put it back upside down.
Upside
I didn't
down.
mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Oh,
Forget
okay.
all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when
oh.
I turned around,
Oh.
there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right at me.
Damn.
When I saw that
He looks
blood,
pretty
I fainted.
spooky, you know.
Right there
He
in
looks.
front
He's
of the
also. Yeah,
magazines.
he's.
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Oh, she changed it to Genocide Jack. Oh. Oh.
Guess it's back!
Oh shit.
It was your fault after all!
Oh.
My fault! Master's fault! When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights!
Just
Okay.
answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss LaRose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say
fuck
what was
that.
going on. But I was just minding
That
my own
kinda
business,
sucks. I
sleeping
guess that's a
peacefully when
side
someone
effect
shook me
of-
awake.
DID.
Was it a
Who
prince
knows?
paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
Miss Spooky Face Sakura. There you go.
Murder everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise.
Oh yeah.
I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was
okay.
just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was
Oh,
all over,
okay,
you
so you're
collected the
worried about
pieces of the
that.
bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Oh,
Just
yonder.
go away and die your meaningless death alone.
Oh shit.
Don't drag me into it.
Oh.
But I just
damn.
can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me.
Shit.
Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even
Well,
as
she just
strong
got
as she
hit.
is, she must have still been
just got
reeling from
hit. What
Hero's
the
attack.
fuck? You can't expect her to.
Hey, come on!
Dodge that?
That's... you know... But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre! So that's good!
But still, you're in this trial, mate. So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Oh, we're starting it prematurely. Huh? I thought for sure you had some words for Hero on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone,
think
we're
she
ready
just
to
wants to
vote,
pin a
right?
climb on
Let's
someone.
do this.
Oh, yeah, but,
Not
just
quite
checking
yet.
something.
Not yet? Why
Wait,
not
hold on.
yet?
Let me check that.
Don't you
Let's see
think
what
there was
Byakuya
something
has for
odd
us.
about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd.
Okay.
Hero's attack,
Who's this?
and then Toko's. But that still wasn't the end of it.
Yeah? It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you
Oh.
fainted.
Maybe, I think he saw a fault
Then even
somewhere.
this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Oh,
You
okay.
wish is my command, darling.
Oh. It's not alright yet, huh? Is it? The one who killed Sakura is... someone. Who knows? The bullets are the same bullets. They
I
go
was
from
just
two...
sleeping peacefully. And
Two
all of a
arguments
sudden,
ago? I don't
Sakura
know.
was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were
From the
taken by
magazine shop,
surprise
huh?
when you saw Ogre covered in blood.
Wait, wasn't
so
there
you
blood?
smashed her head in with the
There was
Monokuma
blood,
bottle?
pulled blood in front of the
You
magazine
got
shelf?
it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Yeah.
Right where I woke up.
Oh.
I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Wait. Hold on. So if the second shot from Toko is what killed Sakura, then the problem is, what if Sakura died?
I was
Wait,
just
shouldn't we
sleeping
be-
peacefully.
Shouldn't
And all of
we
a sudden,
be...
Sakura, I remember waking up
You You were
on
taken
the
by
ground
surprise when you saw
instead of
Ogre
sitting on that chair?
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I look, I killed her there in front of the show!
I thought it.
No, it's wrong.
Well, I hope this is gonna be a short
We
case
found
too.
Sakura
Since the
sitting
investigation
upright
was
in a
short.
chair.
Just saying.
If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
Hey, okay, Byakuya.
Just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Yeah, because of the blood stain, yeah? Yeah, that blood stain in front of the thing.
I got it!
There you go.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf.
True.
The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Yeah, then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look
No.
like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
You sure?
Hey, come on now, look at me! I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors!
Oh.
There's no way I can move a
Okay.
muscle-bound heavyweight like that!
Then what's the deal?
Well,
That is
are you
confusing.
still convinced the case has come to an end?
I see now.
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of
Okay.
that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
I would say this would be the halfway
that
point.
part's easy.
Who knows?
After she
What?
killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
No, that wouldn't make sense actually.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
Nah,
And
that
while
doesn't
everything
make
was all
sense.
confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No,
Nah.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah. The reason there's no way that Toko was hiding in those lockers is because... I mean, it was open
I got
when
it.
we got to the scene.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
Yeah.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So
Yeah.
obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Maybe she left. And Sakura didn't
then?
die.
Where was she hiding?
I don't know! What's
Who
this
knows?
whole locked room thing about anyway?
Ah, don't
How
explain
do you
it
not
again.
know? You killed her!
I
Ah,
think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No,
Oh.
she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
yeah, Byakuya's actually looking
But
into
if
this
Genocide
case.
Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Yeah, so she's clear.
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
That's because you're overlooking vital information.
What vital information? Could we really be missing something so important? If there's not a possible explanation, maybe it's... Like, what would be that thing? Yellow powder? Monokuma file? Always
What
counts.
was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
Wait, there was yellow powder in the shoe, right?
There's no other possible
Yeah.
cause. What killed
Hold on.
Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Maybe it's the yellow
So
powder.
you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
I think it's what Azuhina said. Let's go on that.
What was it? If it wasn't from Jill, what was it?
There's no one that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other
There
than
we
the
go.
shot to her head.
Hey, what? Come on, Makoto. Ah, damn it.
Shoot!
Damn.
what was it that
Okay, so it's
killed
not yellow
Ogre?
powder.
If it wasn't from Genocide
It
Jill,
was... No, that's Monokuma File 4. The victim was Sakura Ogami. Time of death is around noon. Body was in the rec room. I missed the strong to the head. No other injuries were noted. Are they? Wait. However, it seems that at some point that the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Violent vomiting. Okay.
What was it?
There's no one that killed
Could
Sakura. I
have
can't think
been.
of
It
anything
could have
other
been the
than...
violent vomiting.
No, that's wrong.
Maybe she inhaled something. Not inhaled. Drank. Something.
According to the
Taking
Monokuma
something, I don't
file,
know.
Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact,
Well.
there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
That doesn't make
If
sense.
that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
Yeah, it
Not
would've
to
been, like,
mention,
cut
I didn't
mouth or
find any
something like
cuts
that.
inside her mouth.
You need a chicken there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
Okay.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
Oh,
But if there
yeah.
wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of
Maybe.
reaction within her body. Most
Maybe the
likely,
yellow powder in her shoes.
Sakura was poisoned.
Poison?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
That could be okay.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Well,
Is it
there's a-
really
there's a
so
yellow
hard to believe?
poison under shoes.
Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
Alright, explain away.
Explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But
Oh,
you're the only
okay.
one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
Hiding in your
You
room,
never
right?
would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
See, chemistry 9.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle.
Tired
But
bottle?
the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you
Yeah.
find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B,
Yeah, we know all
reagents.
that.
And in
Well,
C,
maybe not the
a
others.
variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
No, that thing came from
Well,
Section A,
That's the question, isn't
right?
it?
I think I saw it in Question A. Or Section A. Must have been on
I
Section
got
A.
it!
Yeah.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
But that doesn't mean
Strange,
it would
isn't
have
it?
been mixed
Why would there
up.
be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Oh.
this.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh, he's actually drinking it. I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
Oh, I think he's... Wait. We were also shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do was stand there and watch. As if it was the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was calm as ever. Maybe because that was
that
poison
tastes
after all.
No! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some
stay
water!
there.
You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot!
No.
He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
No. I
Flavor
don't think
certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
that's probably the protein.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I
Yeah.
see that bottle for a second?
Sure, do whatever you like.
Kyoka took the bottle from Byakuya and scrapped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
This is... It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes
Why
one
would they
wonder,
switch it out, though?
the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that really the poison must have been... Could it be? It would have been in her systems, wouldn't it? Sakura's systems? Come on. Let's see. Protein drink. Oh, the protein drink. Get in. T. Where's the E? There you go. And there you go. Where's the D? Okay. Oh, drink. Damn it, it disappeared. There you go. There you go. Finish that off. That was easy.
Now I understand. Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it
Yeah,
seems
that
only
would make the
logical to
most
assume
sense.
the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. the contents of each container were switched.
Oh.
So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
Yeah.
Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they
Oh, now
had to
you're
do
getting
was
it.
hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Yeah. The protein drink near the glass.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
Oh,
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
Yeah.
I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains.
Yeah.
So maybe
did
she
say
took it
that.
to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
I won't
But what
say
was
that.
offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I
won't say she
already
would
know
take it just
exactly
because
who
it's
swapped
protein.
the mixtures.
The protein drink.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Oh, the footprints must be this answer, right? Wait, is it? Or is it file itself? Oh no. This?
I got it!
Yeah!
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
He cleared my name.
I visited the chem lab
Yeah.
this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time
Why
of
would
the
you be
murder,
around
which
the
leaves no
chemical
doubt
lab,
that they're
Sonny?
connected.
Maybe you're planning something.
What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Yeah. Okay.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
It
All we
should
have
be
to
anyone.
do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
Who interrupted him?
It was me.
Oh,
The footprints. They're
Oh,
mine.
that's Hina's minion.
Hina?
If you're all gonna
Yes.
find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
At least.
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just
Why?
as I suspected.
But why? I don't want Hina
The
to
footprints
die.
were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
So
The
that's why
only
you need
people
us.
here who wear sneakers are...
Me and Hina,
I
right?
got it!
That's why you have.
Me and Hina are the only ones.
That's why you
Oh,
did that.
so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Yeah, that's why you checked yours footprints. Those footprints must be. Dakota, are they yours? No. Wait, why am I reading this again? I don't want to read that.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Yeah.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
Strange how.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
Oh, true.
This whole time, you've
twice,
been
too.
focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
Should have been blamed.
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely
True.
exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that
true.
trust to kill her.
That's.
She deceived
wow.
the victim, and she tried to deceive
That's a
all
bold
of us.
claim, mate.
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Scheme.
Hina, is it true?
Say
Did
something,
you really
Asahina.
kill
Come on.
Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my
What's
chance
this?
to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it. All at once.
Are you sure this is the right story?
Then
Hold it. I'm not
Oh,
convinced.
Yoko.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
No,
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
Oh, damn.
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters
There you
is
go.
outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not
Damn,
a
there you
person
go, Dan.
alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how
Okay,
this girl
Dan.
sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
Oh,
How
okay.
many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't
What did you
misunderstand
say,
me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well,
Green Day.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not. Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do,
Maybe.
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit.
Oh, you're
There's
really
no
adamant
way
about
you can
this.
doubt this.
Gotcha.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
Who knows?
It's too obvious, too easy.
he's right. It
Wait.
makes it look like you
There's
wanted
still
people
yellow
to
powder
suspect
in
you.
Sakura's shoes.
That was...
Your input.
I was just
Instead,
nervous.
whatever.
So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You sure about
Didn't
that?
notice?
Pretty sure
Yeah,
it is adamant.
that's just how it was.
It's really clear.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina,
Kinda does.
please,
Come
I'd
on.
like to know too.
At least make us know. Understand.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's
Okay.
nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Yeah.
Well, right away I went to section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I
That
see.
would make sense.
Okay then, go on.
So
Wonder
then I
if
moved to
that still
section
has
A and got the
that
protein
powder?
powder. And that's where I switched
don't
them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf.
How
And because
can
of
you?
that, everything I did got found out.
I think that's still a little too convenient for you.
That's it.
That story you just told.
Oh,
First you
like
went
a
to section
skit.
C to get the poison. Then moved to section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if that's true, it won't explain that. There's no footprints heading to C.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
Oh, come on.
wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we can figure it out. Until I can uncover the full truth of this case. We gotta go into this a little bit more. So is it the powder or the footprints of the powder? I think it's footprints.
First I went to section C.
Oh,
That's
damn.
when I grabbed the poison.
Get the poison, huh?
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
Oh,
I moved from section C to section A.
I think that would be
That's
the
where I
one.
switched the powders.
But there's only two places
Once I
right
was
now.
done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A
That
Then I
kinda
took the
makes
bottle with
sense
the
if
poison in
you
it.
look at the footprints.
and left the chem
But it
lab.
wouldn't explain sections.
That's
You
all
have
there
no
is to
footprints
it.
for section C.
Honestly,
That's enough.
how much
Yeah.
longer must we tolerate this?
I'm gonna go for
First I went
what
to that's when I
Akira
grabbed
said.
and you spilled some of the yeah. Okay. I moved
Later.
from section C
There you go.
to section
There you go. That's how you do it. Okay.
You said you went to
Oh,
get the
shit.
poison from section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah. That's what she said.
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A.
Exactly, you just went to a Section
That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what
think
Hina
so.
just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd leave a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
You lied to us.
Wait.
Plain and simple.
Hey, what was that? Oh, you lied about the footprints.
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Okay, I don't know why I didn't notice that
The
earlier.
powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
She was getting the protein.
Well,
huh?
you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Oh, Byakuya getting
And the
wrestled.
footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence?
Evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
What would that be?
Are you sure? After
Are you the
all,
truth vote for
you're
this
the
one?
one that gave it to me.
I did?
Oh, that
It
small
was
bottle.
hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass?
It had sunk
Oh.
to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
Wait.
I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then.
Wait,
Makoto, why don't you explain it?
blue piece of glass.
Me?
It can't be from the room.
Fine.
Record
If
window,
you really
could it?
do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
That shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the portal of poison leaves. That's the rec room window, isn't it?
I got it!
Yeah,
It's
course.
part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Window?
of course. Well, why? How?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
Yeah?
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did
Yeah.
a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
Who
What's
knows?
so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the wreck window? It should have been... Wait, shouldn't it be on... Section C itself? Ah, damn it, no.
shoot!
Yeah, I messed up on that one. Okay, so Section A.
Got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window
It can only
made
be
its
one
way
more
into the
reason.
bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
It was a
In
lie.
reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's
Yeah.
no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then,
True.
once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved
That
back
is
to the
some
shelf in the
good-ass
chem
twists.
lab. Meanwhile, the protein
like
can we
this.
found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Oh, Yaku can't
I'll
comprehend it.
grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Well, the bottle was on top of the
We
glass.
already know
when
she
it-
was given the
glass
protein
had been
can with the
around
poison
bottle,
inside,
then
right?
Maybe some on top of the bottle.
That can wasn't there when she died. How did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we
Maybe.
do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
What's this?
It has to do with the protein can.
Oh, what about the
After
protein can?
Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking
think
about?
it
Is this
was
some
an
kind of
adamant
loaded
it was-
question?
Bumped into or
Not at all.
stepped on.
Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it.
What's
That
this?
proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Oh, he's getting jelly. The reason that he can say that is because there's something. Wait, that was that something. There's evidence. They prove that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. Oh, hopeless of despair. We must be nearing the end, huh? What is this?
When it comes to that
drink?
protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
What's this doubt?
Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're
Okay.
saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible!
Oh, Bianca,
It
come
had
on.
to have been in there the whole time!
It's kind of weird to hear him in this
It
stage.
had to be! It was in there before the rec room was unlocked!
Wait, what would... Wait, I didn't see any contradictions yet.
When it comes to that protein can,
Wait,
there's not a doubt in my mind.
it must
Until
be the
the
window
locked
thing.
room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in the...
So you're
Wait.
someone planted?
No.
It had to have been in there It had to be! It was
Yeah.
in there before the
I
rec
got
room was
caught
unlocked!
by the damn spinning thing.
When it comes to
Alright,
that, there's
move
not
on.
a doubt until it absolutely.
So you're someone planted?
No.
It had to have been in there! It had to be! It was
There you
in
go.
there before the
There you
rec
go, come on. Yeah!
No, it's wrong.
Got it. I'm getting it right. I'm getting most of these right.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the
It
protein
wasn't
can.
just us.
We also found pieces underneath the can.
That doesn't make sense.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
floor
shut the
after
shut.
the window was... So it had to be
Oh, then I
after we
skipped
got
away.
into the room.
Ooh, look at that face.
I see. So that's your explanation.
Sit
Kyoko,
down.
earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So
Yeah.
you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
True. Oh, that now what I wanted.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we
Maybe.
all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not
She had a
why.
hidden bottle.
The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing
so she
exactly
committed
what it
suicide
was.
then.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she
knows?
drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
There you go.
Then
Ooh.
tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing.
What would this
We
be?
need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was
Okay.
Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
I
What
won't
do
say
you think,
that real
Makoto?
fast. The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room had to been Sakura. I don't think it was Hina. It could be Sakura.
Got it!
Yeah, that was
I
right.
think it was Sakura herself.
I was actually going for a shout.
So Sakura, who was apparently
But actually, you
murdered,
got it right.
just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why?
Sorry about this.
Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went through Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it and make her accept it. Ah, she's just going through grief, man. She's still affected by it. Oh, another truth battle?
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong!
Wow,
I'm
reload.
telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
I want to.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
There you go.
Wrong! You're
Yeah.
wrong! I hate you!
Oh, wow. You love, damn it.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong!
wait,
You're
I wanna
wrong!
take my combo
I'm
back.
telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
Wait. Ooh, okay,
Do you have
Yellow
any
powder.
kind of proof
Oh,
Sakura
I guess
took the
this is the early
poison?
one?
This should prove it.
I don't know why there wasn't another barrel, but okay. Look at her
Hina,
foot.
did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Did you know?
Did?
It did.
Oh,
The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
oh, oh, you got
That
them.
powder was yellow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the powder we found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Who knows?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was
She's
only
got
on her
it.
instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So
Yeah.
the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Wait, but why would Tina cover her?
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how
True.
she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
Yeah.
Is there any problem with my thinking?
No, I wouldn't say
But
so.
why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
Maybe
The
she
only
wants something
explanation
special.
is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
Sure.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you
You're
didn't kill her.
accepting a lie, mate. The one that killed Sakura. The connection taking Sakura into poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. The only way to one way to explain it. It could all be Sakura herself, man. Oh, fuck. Where's Kyoko? What would Kyoko be? Oh, there it is.
Here's my answer.
It's weird to pick a one who picked the painting, man.
The one who killed
Damn.
Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The
Yeah.
killer was Sakura?
Wait, so
She's
you're
the
saying
perpetrator.
it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to.
Now we're
believe
in
it.
disbelief.
But when you
Disarray.
really think about it, everything matches up.
I mean, that's
Sakura
the only
went and got the
explanation,
poison.
actually.
She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And
we
that
don't know her
explains why we
motive.
couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because, of course, the crew wanted to create the locked room.
I got it!
Could only
The
been
locked
her.
room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
Sure.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath.
Damn.
And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that
Yeah.
point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Come on, Athena.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
You know,
When we
everyone
found her
worked that
body,
out. Yeah, come
you
on.
stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Yeah? Hey, what the hero stuff? I have to go get them. The others. Oh, she left the room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else.
Yeah, she said that,
But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
That was the only intention.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed
That's
straight to the
bad
section where the
objective.
protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room.
Yeah?
When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can.
Sure.
Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
Yeah? I got everyone. Oh. Wait, did you...
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
She placed this thing while everyone was distracted.
Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
Oh, that would make it unusual.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of
That was
such
her only
obvious
objective.
evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It's all
It is.
over.
Actually, no. You're right. You have to end this properly.
Ah, the closing statement. How many pages are there? Oh, 10 pages? Okay. Wait, alright, there you go. Lovely illustrations as always, mate. I'm gonna have to deal with a lot of missing panels. Now, I'll skip to when I finish. I mostly finished it, actually. Wait, shit. What else am I missing? Oh. Wait. Ah. There you go.
Killer is you!
I hope I got this right.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Toko,
Specifically,
Hiro, Byakuya.
those people were Hiro, Toko,
Damn.
and Byakuya.
They all have different emotions. I like that.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Yeah? Oh, damn. That looked like it was the right reasoning. Wait. Ah, damn. This must be the one. Switch all of this around. Maybe I'll get something right. There you go.
Here's exactly what
There you go.
happened.
Let's see what happens.
But she got there
Yeah. There you go. I got it right.
and she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Out of sight. Oh, it's like approaching the thing.
From inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
Yeah. Hey.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Yeah. Okay, got that one right.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura.
Damn, so
Thinking
good.
he killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He
Hey.
took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name,
Yeah.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
But how did he? Oh,
But of
I guess
course,
he was
Toko
right
had
in
witnessed the
room.
whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, She jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
I would have confronted them, to be honest.
But in her
If I was in
rush,
that
she made
locker.
one little mistake. She put the
Put it upside
magazine
down.
back upside down.
Simple mistake.
Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted.
Yeah.
This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she
That's
woke
what
back up,
caused that.
her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming
That's
Sakura
bull, man.
really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the
What's happening
clean
in the
chest
last frame?
piece.
I don't know.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
Yeah.
But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then,
Persistent.
what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
That was fun.
And there,
You just
she
sculpted
took her
it
final
too.
breath.
Ah.
Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside.
Yeah, that happened.
But someone already knew what had happened.
And this is
Knew
when the
that
Gray
she
Man
had committed
appears.
suicide.
Alright.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground.
Alright, I'm doing lovely. I actually did awesome this round.
And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort,
Oh. Asahina.
was Hina.
Damn. That's how it goes. Damn.
That's the full truth of the case.
That was lengthy.
Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
That's
What happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to? How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because I'm special.
oh well. I mean,
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See?
Take that,
Didn't
Pete.
I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
True. Ooh. A, B. Couple A's. Actually, lots of A's. And some others were B's. A's, 7 medals? Okay. I can take that.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't
Oh, we still have
voted
the
yet.
vote time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
I mean, we got into
I
this
can
case,
feel
mate.
my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do. Maybe you
When did
don't
we
want
have a
to,
choice?
but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the true?
damn
What's it
it.
gonna be? What's it gonna be?
You sound disappointed. Is it gonna be on her thing? Of course. It's weird. She's already dead, though. How are we gonna... You can't punish a dead body, mate.
Okay.
Oh. So this is the song that starts off, huh? The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
That's the whole truth, huh? I see. There's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why would you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died in there.
What is this?
Because... It's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean... The reason Sakura died... is because you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why...
You should have been the one to die!
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean... You're gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What?
Serious? That's...
What is this?
Still don't understand? Let me explain. You realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking about it, thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I won't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me.
I can't forgive
My
this!
closest friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me. My friends are going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Oh, so that's how he felt. Or she felt. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina.
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Ooh. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... Damn. Hero... You trampled all over her feelings. And then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you. You wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Hina, you came. Right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Oh, damn.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
She liked that protein, man. Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized. Saw that someone Something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Oh, shoot have saw him. Saw her.
Please!
Let me in, please. Open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did you have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. She got cut, she bled. If she hurt someone, she felt it. That's weakness. It's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight that she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina. You all killed her. All of us. You pushed her to a corner and murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during your class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets, but even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
Sorry to interrupt right now, but you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but
Hey!
it's just taking so long. I'm going to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think? Do you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Well, of course, I know what she was thinking. It's her and me?
In other words,
Well, what I'm trying to say...
yes indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is... shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep!
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad!
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true!
If this is the one that Sakura just took Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then... You lied to me?
Unbelievable!
Oh, don't say lie. It makes me so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now, well now, well now,
I
well
can't
now.
help it if you think totally took my little scandals at face value. I mean, it didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. Oh, you filthy little...
Damn it!
I'm not filthy, I didn't do anything.
Pum, pum.
Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the cross trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around.
Phew!
Hell, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene cut.
And?
So, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I'm gonna read it in my damn narrator voice.
Hey! Hey!
But you know, haven't you been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place.
But hold on!
Isn't it just so fortunate? Killing yourself is so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me willies.
Enough already.
Can you get on with it, please?
Yes indeed!
Okay, damn. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I had to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know,
Oh.
I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
Yeah, we know she's a spy. It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo. My family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made a mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried about until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind or I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reach another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
She just wanted to protect things that are important to her, you know? Wait, hold on. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, a mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. But that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision.
That's why she was fighting him.
I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Ooh. Of course, because of that, I had decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you had led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course,
there's
I
more.
understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attacking may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
Well, unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with me just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
All the pieces were going on to her. My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe. And above all else, none of you would have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies within me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life. Oh, damn. And Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. She sacrificed so much. No normal person could do that.
However,
it was only her limitless strength that made it possible. Damn. How would Asnina be feeling now?
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. Damn, man. I'm really, truly sorry. But please, don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, then that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring that class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry I have to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest on you. Please, talk to Byakuya, Toga, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I've wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully, then
I never
they'll see.
saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else, no matter what. Just survive.
That's the only objective. Survive. This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were so close, but still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She died so you guys want to try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. And see, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearby nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Alright, now the next victim has been decided. What do you mean the next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. Nobody can blame Hina either. What? Because, or not, whether or not there was a spy never really mattered. Because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how it's supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew!
Lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is life or death. This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bound out of this game. Oh, so it quits?
Naturally.
Mate. Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point of participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I'm will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now, I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear.
And that is to heap a harsh possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean... I must understand. I haven't been moved by some measly, thoughtless sentimental, whatever. If that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, if I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But no matter how, but nothing good can come out of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
what the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good for nothing backstab and get back on track.
You want me to
It's
punish
the
you
moment
guys?
you've been waiting for. Punishment time. What? But Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's already dead. You're not gonna... Is it me?
Wrong!
Oh heavens no. Just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I can sub in whatever old student I want. Did I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times one rule.
Listen up!
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it would be a shame to let it go to waste.
Yoo-hoo!
So my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. Special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's
Who's this special guest?
time!
Oh! Alter ego. Wait, but why? Well, that actually could explain why she was gone. Oh, damn. So we're gonna kill Dr. Hero, now we're gonna kill off this AI part, man. Damn. Ooh. What's this murder scene gonna be called? Or what's this execution gonna be called? Excavation Destroyer? Ooh. Oh. What the fuck? You can do that shit? You can't do that shit that fast. What the fuck is this, man? That thing turned to a ball? How bullshit. What? I need to left some Monokuma markings. Damn. Okay. Killed Sakura. What? You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk.
Here!
You know, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken swears that. I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried? Broiled? Give me a break. The color, the smell. Succulence. Grilled is where it's at. Oh, I thought you would leave.
No,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can't handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Aw, damn. We last saw her in that secret room. Did the mastermind go there? Ah. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You're friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. You killed him. Is that what you call atheism? Where soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, I got him in my way. It was trying to find things out all
Just as I
sneaky.
thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? Oh no. I knew it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with that laptop. I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still talking enough to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean, little data in the laptop. It was, I guess, you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward. In honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking through the metro was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
Oh. I wanted to work as hard as everyone else so that we can get all out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. And he wanted to help, at the risk of his own life. For that, he was killed. Yeah. The punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all made us stronger. Swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're like super mad. Like, I'm reasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, let's try to bring this to a close. Oh, before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
There's still a bit more left on Sakura's note.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, do I have your attention? Okay, then. Here we go. Prepare your ears for the desolate tone of yours truly. One other thing here. There's something I'd like to tell you to tell the others. Hopefully it can act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here. And so far I've learned one thing. Which is, the mastermind has done something to us. I think that what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was another close one. Another word would have been deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad. bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? You can't just stop at the most important bit. Makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? Makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh?
You
That's the
guys!
whole point, stupid. It's time to get back at all you for having your resolve. Fine, but at least the clues note. I'd never get my your grease balls out of it. But
Too bad.
yeah, sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. Let me just say this in the mastermind. I'm not gonna lay down and die. I will fight you, bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and fight? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares about what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should get some rest, you know? Man, maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? You can feel cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Oh, okay. Those were their parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message. Her last clue to help us resolve this mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? Oh, is that question? Mastermind did something to our bodies. And what are they saying the Mastermind did? What did the Mastermind do to us? Who knows? I mean, did the Mastermind plan a bomb on us or something? If we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off. The bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in the movie and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. Well, no. I feel awful just thinking about it. Can't afford to acknowledge sauce like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
But...
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there to do other than to head him back up? Well, yeah, let's get out of here. But Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back on that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured out everything.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
Wait, what? I can't accept the existence of someone who could disturb the moment between. Oh, he thinks. Asahina likes me. What? What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. What would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you sleazeball. Because you are. Sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, a bit mortifying sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want to abuse and give and take. Me. Guess it's not so easy for everyone to have like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Oh, that's the end of that chapter. So Sakura's class trial came to an end. We returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But our story wasn't even close to over. The time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. Back here, huh? Okay, Monokuma BB. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. Couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into a haze half consciousness. Fuck. What the hell is this? Oh, Kyoko.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Kyoko?
I said yes.
Ooh.
So Kyoko's here.
What are you doing here?
Wait, what?
How did she get here? In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You're believably uncareless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Always. And you don't have to overact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
correct.
It's 3 o'clock. In the morning, of course. EM? Oh, why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? You know what, lads? I'm gonna end off here, so... Anyways, that was a good ass trail. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you love this episode, and don't forget to subscribe and share with other friends. And I'll see you in whatever episode you watch next, lads. Peace.